Are we back? Happy New Year, everybody. Happy Christmas. Hope you all had a lovely Christmas, because I haven't seen you since something like the 19th of December. Believe that, you'll believe anything. If you believe that, you haven't been for all the extra streams in between. But welcome back to Tuesday Night Edits in our regular time slot of 7:30 on a Tuesday, and not random Thursdays, Friday mornings, Sunday evenings, like we were doing all Christmas. The Tuesday Night Edits is back on its normal time, but we will still be doing random streams all kinds of days of the week going forward. That is one of the big plans for 2024. We will be going live more than once a week. So it could be any day and it could be at any time. It's likely to be in the evenings, but it could be at any time. So keep those notifications turned on, is basically the message. Anyways, I hope you've had a lovely seasonal break. Hope you're all ready for the ready to be back in the working way of work, normal days. Yesterday, it was like, I actually know what day it is. Unfortunately, it was a Monday. Hi, Greg. Oh, what have I got to show us? Well, give us. I was going to say, give us a second. Give us about half an hour. Well, hopefully, maybe it's not half an hour. But let's get reintroduced, and then we'll be off and running on the photo side of things. Are you still painting, Peter? That's ridiculous. Anyways, good evening, Serge. Good evening, Mr. Atkinson. Yes, under your poor guidance, or basically it's your fault that is one of the big news things to share this week. Very good, Serge. Very good. It's down to Mr. Atkinson's fault, because if you're not on Twitter, go follow his photo poll Twitter account, where he posts some kind of poll most days, and he asked if anybody out there had any plans to buy any photo gear this year. And for many months, many years, I've said, no, I'm not going to buy any photo gear. And then it got me thinking. So currently, in the parcel delivery system, there is a new lens heading towards me. Well, new second-hand. It's new to me. All right? mpb.com. Go check them out. This is not sponsored. I am not affiliated with them. But if you want second-hand gear, go to mpb.com or .co.uk or whatever the hell it is, and buy some new gear. So, supply link, Serge. The link is mbp.com. MPB or MBP, is it? I always get them the wrong way around. For all your second-hand gear, photo gear needs, you can trade in your old stuff. Actually, I mean, Serge, you'll be all right, being in Europe, because my mate, he's in Spain, and he's always trading with them. So you're not looking. It's your fault. I looked, mate. So, cut a long story short, which will keep the what's it called, the stream shorter, maybe, is I have a 24 to 120 millimeter lens on its way. Nikon fit, obviously. So yeah, looking forward to testing that out. So basically, the reasoning for it is that I am starting to get annoyed that I basically shoot everything on my 16 to 35. Look at it! Look at us talking about gear. I feel dirty in the mouth. So I've just always started to get a bit sick of my most zoomed in shots are only like 35mm. So I thought this 24 to 120 will cover so much more, and it means that if I'm away somewhere for the day or whatever. Right, is that the US version? Well, it's all. I mean, if you can get secondhand gear anywhere, that's great. And for like days away or whatever, then I don't need to take my 70 to 200 with us, and also I'll have that gap in the middle to be able to cover, because 35mm to 70mm is quite the gap. So that's my reasoning for it, for doing that. So yes, but that is basically my. Botrix is just joining now. Okay, is the YouTube are the YouTube comments not been coming through? All right, they'll come through now on the screen. This is my first lens purchase in something like 14 years, so I think I've done all right. I get my money's worth out of these things. So yes, big excitement. Looking forward to that. I think it's Thursday it'll arrive. So we'll see how that goes. So like you say, random streams upcoming. There may well be one Friday, maybe, after the if I get a chance to play with it on Friday. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to a little bit more zoom. You know me, I don't like walking. So if I can take images without walking, I shall do so. But anyways, I completely stopped mid-conversation there because I saw Andrew's name. So anyways, good afternoon, Aussie. Good evening, Andrew. Who else have we got? Good evening, Serge. I think we've already said. Good morning, Jen. Whatever side of the blue or red side that you're on. Good afternoon, Greg. Good afternoon, Peter. Everybody for the minute? Yeah, that'll do. So, the link to the photographer. What photographer? Oh, Andrew. Oh, Andrew's Twitter. Andrew, what's your Twitter handle for the photo pool thing? Jen, I've heard it reference somebody else that now, I was going to say dual streams, the multi streams. They referred it to Team Red and Team Purple. So, but yes, well, Jen, do you get more bling on that side? I don't know, because you've got the cool bling on one side with your fully birthed wolf. And the other one. Hey Mabel, how are you doing? A very enjoyable stream last night, by the way. I stayed as long as I could before my eyes were starting to close, but a very enjoyable stream, especially when all the subs were dropping. That was great. Fantastic time, great laugh. Serge, if you. Yeah, I subbed. I can't even think of what to do with my own stuff yet, Mabel. So, Serge, that's Andrew's photo pool Twitter handle. If you want to have a look at it. Yeah, I was thinking about like the emojis and stuff, because I haven't got any on mine yet. Because I've only been like affiliated a week. So, and I was thinking, oh, it'd be cool to do it, and I'm like, I've got no history on Twitch really to start doing anything that's entertaining or funny with emojis. So it's all to come. But anyways, thank you very much for the lurk, Maple. Have a wonderful editing session. Yeah, emoji. I'm old. I call them both the same thing. I know, yeah, that's what I was meaning. But I was meaning I can't even get myself around to sorting out emotes. Yeah, I will do. I will do. I will hunt something out. Don't worry. Yeah, can't we? So I'm slowly sorting things out. I decided right at the last minute to change me sub goal things here on stream, which was a bit last minute, which is just like me. Everything's last minute. This was like 10. This is like 7. I was like, oh, sub goal. Them goals need to change because I need to add Twitch in as well, not just have the YouTube one. And of course, Stream Elements doesn't handle both things at both times, so I'm having to use the Botrix ones, which don't look the best, I have to admit. Yeah, YouTube sub, that one, Maple, which came in yesterday, but for some reason it takes a while. But anyways, on the other thing, whilst I remember about subs and followers and stuff up here, is that if you remember, YouTube have memberships, and YouTube actually give creators, certainly live. I think people that do live streams anyway, they give them free gifted memberships that basically YouTube supply. They don't pay for, but they supply them. So we give away 5 before Christmas. So I think it's time to give away the next 5. So if you are interested in potentially, because it happens randomly, potentially a receiver of a YouTube membership, then you can somehow allow gifted memberships. There was some way of doing it. I can't remember what it is. It's one of them things I need to. Is that one of your emotes, Jen? Have you got your emotes all sorted out? I can't remember how I did it last time. It's a very excited kangaroo. I can see it's excited. Right, can I do the gifted thing from here? No. Engage with audience. Start port. No. How did we do it the last time? I'm always a bit stuck with these things. Do I have to open up? Do I have to open up Stream to be able to do this? Why does YouTube make it so bloody complicated? No worries, Mabel. Thanks for dropping in. Enjoy your lurk. Can you not search? It's on Twitter. So it'll be x.com/@photo_pool. That should give you it. Maybe if I type it in. Because I can do, supposedly. Because I can do links, because I'm special. That might work, Serge. If you click that, it might work. No guarantees, mind. Right, how did I do the gifted memberships? If I go to YouTube, did I have to go and watch my own stream? Is that how I did it? That's so rubbish. Come on. It's not even giving me my own stream. My own channel. View channel. If we click on there. Please be muted. Right. Hold on, think I've just made NOS. I think I might just made it an NOS. Or can I do that from here? I could have done it from here, you plonker. Oh no, I couldn't. Don't say they've taken it away. Oh no, membership gifting. Membership. Right, if I click that. Right, so anybody that's watching on YouTube, if you do some, I don't know how you do it actually. Somehow you can turn on the ability to receive gifted memberships. And I think if you go to my, this is why YouTube sucks for this kind of stuff. It's great that they're giving it for free, for nothing, so people get the chance to be part of it. But they do such a bad job at implementing these things. So, what was that? Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the art. Thank you for the follow art icon on Twitch there. Thank you very much for that. Right, so I'm just going to press the button, and it's, you know, it's up. We'll go through it somehow. See how it turns out. So I'm just going to hit this button now, and 5 lucky people will get gifted memberships to the YouTube. So we'll see how this works. Well, Stephen got one. Serge got one. Serge is already there we go. Lots of tunes going on. Right. Well, 2 of those are already Patreon supporters, so just turn that down a bit. But welcome new members. New members of David Robert Bilwis, Jeremy Tucker, and Stephen Curry. Hey, be good to have Stephen around. But basically, if you've just been gifted a sub, then you can a membership. Sorry, you can. If you go to the membership section of my channel, you'll get lots of membership-only posts. So you can download this month's what do you call it? Wallpapers. Right, I can turn that off now. So I'll be giving away 5 more later in the month. Is exciting, always exciting. Right, so we can get back to normal. We can turn all that off. Right, back to. Are we all back to normal? Right. Great. Sorted. And also, if anybody else wants to actually join the membership, by subscribing or gift other people memberships as well, you can do so. But the membership gifting is random, which is quite annoying, but never mind. I suppose it breeds community participation in a way. Right, so if I bring that down there, that down there, that down there. Right. After all that, I think that's all the kind of notices I need to give out. But thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in this evening or this afternoon or wherever you are in the day, in the world, in the day. So if you were here over Christmas, you will have seen me edit a few images. And if you were here, what day did we do it? Was it Sunday? I think it was. That's the wrong button, Andy. That's the wrong button as well. Press this button. If you were here on Sunday, you will have seen me edit this image. And thanks to Serge and Andrew Banner, who made me level the horizon out here, this was the end result. So it was lovely to have some of you here on Sunday for a bit of a blather, which is always good. So we did make these images of these this rainbow over the coast, and I have got other images of it. So I was thinking tonight, you're back on YouTube, no bother search, don't worry about it, as long as you're watching, and you're a brand new member as well on the YouTubes. Well done to you, sir. Even though you're already, you know, get all the benefits through Patreon. Never mind. Never mind. Right, so we have other shots of this. You can see this scene, the rainbow here. So we're going to do some more on this. I did move positions more towards, you know, closer to the beach. Whereas the first image I made was pretty much from the car, about 6 foot from the car, because I'm lazy. So I thought this one might be better if we do from further back. Now obviously there's always issues with this. When editing on Lightroom, the computer always seems to slow down a bit. Not a problem at all, Serge. Not a problem at all. It's all the look of the draw, you know. So, do I use any of these grass ones? I quite like that one, but maybe as a singular image. This one would work as just a plain old edit. I think we'll maybe come back to this one towards the end, depending on how long we go. But I want to make something with these. I'm quite enjoying these bits where the movement of the camera and the edge of the water has made these shapes up here. It intersects with these as well. Almost become like sails. So we'll see how they, you know, if we can make something like that. I mean, especially these two. That one and that one. Got that curve going away to the right of the rainbow. They can make something quite dramatic out of it, potentially. So I'm thinking if we go this one, yeah, that one, and that one. Obviously, I'm not going to use them all. I don't think. We have that one, which is a bit out of. Not that one. I don't particularly like that one. Don't like that one either. Potentially. So let's go with this. See how we got in. So you know, as per usual, things tend to work out being in fives. So I'm going to edit on this frame. So I apologise now for the choppiness of stream, but it will be. It's basically because we're using the Lightroom, and it takes up so much of the resources of the computer, of the PC. I might actually start this off with a preset. Dirty preset. Something I don't do, really. Do we have landscape ones? Definitely thinking blue toned here. Let's just go with this one and see how we get on. Exposure down. Contrast up. I think it's going to be similar to the other day. Yeah, we'll just leave that as short. Similar to the other day where we're going to be... Some areas are darker than the others, so we'll just have to balance those out. Using gradient masks, etc. So we want a bit of depth in that, so it looks kind of stormy. That'll be good. The vibrance up quite high. Not very keen on that, but we definitely need to make sure the ISO noise is flat. The dust spot as well. Make sure these are out of the way. All the worst ones anyway. Worst ones, yeah, it's the worst of the lot. That's them. Probably not a lot else needing to be done to this one. You've all gone quiet. Always do that. Right, so we'll just sync these settings across these. Chuck these straight across to Photoshop, and in the meantime, whilst we go to Photoshop, I'm gonna start an ad because I need to open Photoshop. We didn't get that done. So I'm gonna press this button, I'm gonna switch to my face. The new background music. Oh, I thought you would love it, Peter. Yeah, I will change it. Don't worry. It's just not... As I don't have to listen to it, it's not my top priority at the moment. Tell you what, where's the music? If I turn it down a little bit more, you might barely be able to hear it. Right, I'm going to open these as layers in Photoshop. And then we'll get going. Alright, I'm going to switch me back to here. So Lightroom has some resources whilst it does that. And in the meantime, those that you will have to suffer the fate on both platforms will just nip for an ad break while this is loading. So the YouTube one never bloody works. I hate this. You. Why? Will you work now? Yes, you'll work now. What's smart, Jen? I presume... Well, you will still be here. Ad break. All right. Jen, what was going on in your stream on Sunday? I thought my frame rate was bad. Was it a bad connection or something? Because it would, like, visually it was just stuck. All right, okay. What was causing that? Because I'm asking. Do that. Hold on, I need to reset these. Just do it. Just changing some settings here. Give me a second. We're still loading, by the way. Alright, is that what happened? Oh god. Yeah, the new one can't come quick enough. What was your ad this time, Serge? Was it something good? Was it something useful? Work now. Yay, it works. Right, okay. Just testing buttons, everybody, don't worry. Actually, can I do that? I can do that one on straight onto Twitch as well. We have buttons. Right, so another important button is to turn back to screen. So let's get these blended together. Love how all the bots join in together. It's probably one of them. It'll probably end up being one of them infinity loops. They're all just feeding off each other till it breaks. Right, so let's get on with it, Andy. Darken. So this could be an interesting blend. Now the blend that I did on Sunday, was that lighting? I can't remember. Oh no, it was soft light, wasn't it? And again, soft light looks pretty cool. So pin light. Okay, we need to line these up anyway. But I'm going to use this kind of positioning. Maybe this one, because the others are much further to the left. I'm just going to position them, just using the rainbow as the position. That's my usual, picking one thing and then just blend them on that. As you can see, this one has to come all the way across here. So we're looking at a much more restricted canvas for tonight. I'm going to turn that one off there. So these are going to get pretty dark pretty quickly. But that's the multiply blend mode for you. But we will, this is only using multiply to position the pieces, the various images. Layers, that's what I meant. And then we'll use another blend mode. This one's very far to the left. Who's online now? Everybody streams on a Tuesday. Must be a very popular day. Right, whoops. So we have a very dark image there. So we'll not be using multiply. So we're using other blend modes. So we have light, we have soft light. So I do want to utilize these swirls here. So it's very much a case of picking the point where I think it's definitely we've got to lose a layer or two. Potentially use this one because we've got a bit more area to the right. I mean, I think this image is going to look pretty similar to the one the other night. I think it's definitely worth playing with this again because it was such a lovely scene. Okay, so I think we can forget about these two layers. Let's move those out of the way. I'll stick them into a folder of their own. Get them out of the way, chuck them at the bottom, turn them off. There we go. Out of sight, out of mind. So what I want to do maybe is create a new layer, or a stamped layer, or what is it? A live stamp image layer. Don't have. Shift, Control, Alt, and E. Whatever it's called. Peter usually knows what it's called. He always reminds us. I'm kind of looking at using it, basically using it to darken the sky down a bit. So the multiply of that might work. The darken it doesn't really do anything. So overlays, you know, it's still got that very bright spot for the overlay and soft light. Stamp visible. Thank you, Peter. I should have that stamped across my forehead, and then I would maybe remember. So this one, I think, probably just use multiply and then just blend, no, like mask out all this darkness down here, obviously. So a mask, and we have a gradient, the multiply setting set. Believe me, trust me, even though it is under the YouTube sub button. And we're going to use this mask thing to filter that out. Why is that a line across? Oh no, it's because it's the computer slow, that's why. Right, let's try that again. Just very softly, slowly mask that out. So we're retaining this darker sky here without it getting too... So we just filter that out. We bring this further this way. Pretty cool having this center point here. You can just slide around. Very nutty. So that's very good. I think we are going to just crop to this shape here. So we are going to start with a smaller canvas. So retain that darker sky. Now I am going to mask out. Yeah, I'm going to mask out that bottom bit. I think. Yes, because that line's naff. Do I take that one out? I might just mask this. Oh, hold on a minute, because there's this line here in the darkness. Oh no, it's just the same. Yeah, so if I stick a mask on here, sorry about the clicking back and forward. Just got to appraise what I'm doing. I've done it the wrong way around as usual. Fucking hell, one day I'll learn. Keeps a little bit of brightness there. A bit of contrast, I should say. No worries, Jen. Have a safe drive home. Well, it depends how far you're going and how fast you're driving. But yeah, well, I'm not going for hours today, Jen. So take care, though. So that is that. Yeah. driving skills. Fine that into position. We like that darkness over here. Very nice. Now I'm just wondering about this little group of people here. Do I leave those in? I think we need this side to be a bit darker as well. We are not done yet. Maybe so we can get darkness if we duplicate this layer. It's a little bit darker. Right, we got another mask on there. So we mask this across here. Let's drag this over here. Hi, Sten. No worries, man. No worries. You won the lottery this week. So maybe it's worth putting the normal lottery on, Sten. I'd imagine Denmark has such things. There we go. That's looking not too bad. So we'll darken that side of the water up a bit. You think of it, that's what it was like before. That's what it's like now. It's given the rainbow a little bit more definition. So that's fine, and I think we'll just crop into here. I'm not going to try to expand it out or anything like that. Yeah, well, I think everybody's had a bit of a go. Or the vast majority of people have had a bit of a go. I'm just wondering, is it worth masking? No, we'll just leave that as is and play with the darkness. So we'll crop into there, and you crop into there, and snap into that. Snap into that. What's going on? Major TV station in Ecuador. Ecuador, that's South America, isn't it? Hi Sergio, how are you doing? Happy New Year to you, by the way. Happy New Year to everybody that wasn't here at the very start. Right, so we have this one, and yeah, I'm going to move this over here a little bit. So if anybody noticed when I did, if you've been on Instagram, I did a sped up thing of Sunday's edit. Noticed in the corner the chat's there, which is fine. It's fine. I don't mind. It's just one of them things, and you're like, oh man, why? Right. So that's like that. That's like that. So we'll go to Analog Effects Pro. Don't think do I need to do any tweaking, curves, etc. or not? We'll find out in a minute. So how was your Christmas, etc. then, Sergio? Right. Let's have a look at these presets. Obviously thinking about something like blues. Why is it very blotchy? Shouldn't be. didn't add a load of noise, did it? I hope not. Don't like noise. It's dark. Oh, it's dark and moody. Too many people in Paris. Yeah, I can imagine it'll have been busy. Which would I know it, Sergio? Was it a well-known one, or was it just one that they've got there all the time? It's because I'm planning on going up to Edinburgh next week, one day, because it's got the annual Turner exhibition that's only ever on in January. Every year in January it's on at the National Gallery in Edinburgh. Okay. Don't stress about it, Sergio. Just so it's on every year. It was whoever bequeathed the nation their collection of Turners. I think they're all watercolours. Sometime next week, Sergio. So and they're all watercolours, so they're only allowed to be shown in for the month of January, because obviously January is the darkest month, so the light is very low, so the sun doesn't have a chance to wash them out, which is a brilliant idea. So I'm going to go up and see that. Got a lens vignette on there. Whoa, that looks. I'm just a bit disturbed about these. I'm just wondering if it's just the software. It looks very noisy, and it shouldn't be. Quite like how dark this is, though. I'm all here about the darkness. Actually, those of you that were here over Christmas, I printed out a second version of that print that I'm going to do as the... You can't see it because it's just a black blob on the screen. The next timed print, which is very red. So I managed to get another print done at home. So I went to configure it to send off to the lab. Good Lord. So I've had to compromise on paper and just hope to it comes out nice. I quite like that dark. I really like that darkness. We can balance it up a little bit more like that. Add a bit of brightness. Why is it so noisy though? That's the thing that's getting me. Guys, look at... I don't know if you can see that on the screen. That's horrendous. Look at it. That's awful. I might have to check the original file and potentially have to do some flattening. But I quite like that dark. If I go full screen, one by one, there's quite a lot of noise there actually, for some reason. It shouldn't be, it's flat as anything. No, it looks blotchy though, Peter. You know me, I don't like blotchy photographs. But yeah, I mean, it's possible, you know, but I don't like blotchy photographs. I do quite like how dark that is, though. Nice. Do I add a little bit more brightness? Just on the off chance I might one day print this. That's something I've well, I knew all about it, but preparing, like making an image that looks fantastic on a monitor and then printing it. Good lord. Like I need to brighten it by about 80% for it to print. Right, okay, so that looks, I'm gonna go to cool here, see what colours. There's a bit too much magenta in the wall, in the highlights there. It's so noisy. Hate it. I like that blue though. It's a bit too bright, that one. Right, let's go with that. Maybe brighten that up in the curves. We'll just brighten these up in the curves when we get back into Photoshop. Right, apply that and then come back in. Oh, well, apply this and then have a look at the noisy file. Because this might, it might be, I checked the noise though, didn't I? When we're in Lightroom, when I brought them all in. Size horrible. Right, if I go zoomy zoom zoom zoom, that's not flat by any means. So if I go knock all those off to just the base file, even that's noisy, I can see it. That is not flat. Right, if I just go back to Lightroom here, detail, noise reduction up to where I usually have it, effects, you bugger, that preset added grain, that's why, flaming thing. Well, not importing it all again. Right, fine then, so we'll redo this one, but to do that we will use define. We'll try to flatten some of this horrible noise out. And this, I basically don't know what I'm doing, so hopefully it'll do a good job. What are you doing? Flatten out noise in a helpful area. Measure. 1:1. It could be bloody cleaner. I don't know how you control this, by the way. Which way is which? A bit cleaner down there. A bit. Add in edge preservation. So it's a little bit better. Come here. Yeah. That's better. Okay. Let's apply that. And then we'll come back into Analog Effects Pro Brain's not working. Back in Analog Effects Pro, and then we'll do what we did before, but with a clean file, so it shouldn't be as noisy. All right, so Analog Effects Pro, and then it is the, what's it called? Was it? No, it wasn't the Newlands one. It was another dark one I've done. Another dark preset. Actually, isn't it? FGH. Actually, grass. That's the one. Much cleaner, thank you. Right, so second exposure, we want to line this up better so it intersects with the bottom of the other layer, like so. Is this the same? Doesn't feel like it's the same. Okay, what other alterations did I do that made it look? Lens vignette, that was probably it. That'll make it change. Just a slight touch, and then it's bringing that up a lot. Slide that back into the corner. If we bring this up, it's a bit too far. I think we did get a little bit more rotation into this, though, didn't we? I'm sure we did a little bit of rotation. Strengthen that up a bit more. Open it up a little bit so we can catch some of these wisps. Thank you very much, Sergio. Let's take it out. Let's have a look. Looks like a water. Is that a watercolor? I think it will be. There'll be one of the ones from his tours around Europe. There'll be some Swiss landscape or something. Thank you very much for that, Sergio. Yeah, so the ones I'm going to see, they're all watercolors, but I think similar thing that'll be from from his European wanderings. Lens vignette. I want to open that up a little bit more. Drop the contrast a bit, so we're just starting to get this little bit of rotation here. Strength of that a little bit. No bother, Sergio. Very, very thankful for that. So I think this lens vignette, I think we will have it about here. And when we're back into Lightroom or Photoshop, I'll try to enhance the breakers of the water. Right, yeah. I've got numerous books, and there's quite a few of them got a lot of these European ventures. So there's lots of Swiss lakes and things like that. What's she yelling at? Fucking woman. Come on, save. Right. Let's see how different these two edits are. Yeah, there was a bit of a difference. Couldn't quite get it right. That one's actually quite darker. That one. Oh well. Right, okay, so we want a bit of a curves adjustment layer. To darken it down more. You know what? I quite like this minimal, everything dark kind of feel. Probably not very good for banding. I can already see that coming in here. But it's just the pinpoint of the border. But it's good for holding the imagery in around the top. So that's pretty good. That's a lovely point of light. So potentially what I could do is get a soft brush. Is that fairly soft? It's a bit big. And just mask through here. How strong is that? 50%. It's probably a bit strong. Let's make that a little bit weaker. Let's go 30%. Let's make this a little bit smaller. And just wipe it way up there. Like that. Right, and then I think we'll just kind of pick out these That's not how to do it, Andy. Put that back in. Okay, so plan of attack for this. How did it do it? Select color range. Come on. Why did you cancel? Select color range. Do it off the image, not on the. Over there, I think. Okay. Adjustments, another curves layer. I'm just going to brighten that like so, and I'm going to reduce the blues a bit. Will you shut up? See? What's that? Right, and then basically I'm just going to paint the rest of this black. So I was only to pick up these kind of areas. So not, I need to reduce the strength of it a bit. I hope that would end up being properly white. But So, just bring this down a bit, 40%, like about there. Use a little bit more pop, catching the waves a little bit more. Quite like that. Another dark image. Right, you're all very quiet tonight, just because Jen's away at home. Right, that's quite nice. I quite like that. Yeah, I know it's a little bit similar to the other day, but I think what we'll probably about do, file save. Oh, we can do that quick edit as well, can't we? Hi, Mittens, how are you doing? All right, let's save that. Right, I'm just going to throttle somebody. I'll be back in a moment. Where's me BRB screen? Is it that one? Yeah. Change. Where's that changing? God. Computer slow as anything. Right, is it finished? Why was that 2 gigabytes? Good Lord. I'm very well, Mittens. Thank you very much. I'm very well. Right, let's go back to this. Right, so that's the final, very dark, very bleak edit. Okay, so 3 stars, obviously. Create a virtual copy. Give it a bit of a crop, something 5x4. Yeah, let's go a little bit more to the right with this one. Let's go for another virtual copy as well. See if I'm going to go for a bit more. You like this one, Mittens? Good. Yeah. I think I'm in a dark phase at the moment. Let's go for a square crop. Similar kind of starting point. Yeah, I think it just about works. I think maybe it actually works a bit wider. A little bit more bleakness that side, and then contrasting with the lighter area of the rainbow. Right, so that works pretty nicely. So this one, when it loads, this is one I thought might work straight out of the camera, and I'm not sure. Now we've just done like the perfect dark one. I'm not sure about this one now. I think this one's just a bit too bright and a bit too optimistic. So, maybe not. Maybe as we just quit while we're ahead with library mode. It's quicker with this one. I think we sort of cured the noise issue. It's just generally noisy now. But yeah, quite like that dark. A little bit of dark, a little bit of dark. It's very nice. Right, so that's quite happy with that. Right, what was I going to do? Oh, I was going to show you this print, wasn't I? Buttons. Press buttons, Andy. So this print that I did, we worked on it over Christmas, which you may or may not remember. This one, so I eventually, because I printed it a couple of weeks ago, well, maybe about a week ago, and you know, kind of realized it was too dark, so I brightened it quite a lot, and it's printed out very nicely. And then I said, well, the thing is, Mitten, yes, it's finished, but what was I going to say? Sending it to, like, because it's obviously going to the lab for them to be able to print it. So normally I would use Hahnemuhle Pearl, which is almost the same as this paper, which is PhotoSpeed art fiber. So it's like semi-gloss but textured. You know, I just really like that kind of paper. But the obviously the art fiber, PhotoSpeed art fiber, holds a bigger gamut because the reds on the Hahnemuhle Pearl were horrible, and this is just soft proofing. So I had to do a load of work, and I wasn't getting anywhere, so I've had to compromise. So it's going to be on Epson semi-gloss, which isn't that far away from that, to be honest. It's just less textured, but it's still a giclée print as opposed to like a C-type print, whatever the terminology is. So looking forward to I need to get that ordered up to make sure, like a proper test print, to make sure I'm happy with that. And then fingers crossed, next Tuesday it'll be launch day for the next print, and the old one will be coming off. So anybody out there that is still after the old one, or the current one I should say, if you're it's a nightmare, Mittens. It's a nightmare. It's amazing what you can learn, though. So the last print was dead easy because it was just very light and quite green, and it was great, very easy. I didn't even need to get a test print. But this one, I knew for a fact it was going to be an issue. No worries at all, Peter. Hopefully, I provided enough entertainment whilst you painted. But yeah, that's certainly off my own printer. That's come out really well. So just hopefully it's going to come off the lab printer just as well. I think some things you've got to kind of compromise and hope that the printer prints in a certain way. But it's definitely one of them beneficial systems that actually printing it at home has helped. So hopefully it'll be all right from there. So that's that. So that's been a couple of days' work to get all that sorted and ready. So yeah, so that's about that. Anybody that is here, if you where have I go? I haven't got a button for that, I don't think. Why have I not got a button for my website? Anyways, there's a link below on the YouTube Discord. On the YouTube description, link to my website. Actually, link to the website on Twitch as well. If you go on there and go to the blog section, which I think is under the About section, if you go on there, you will see my latest blog post, which is like the review of 2023. So I did manage to select all of about 9 images that aren't offensive to my eyes. So if you want to see that, then head to the blog post. It is actually, I probably will cut and paste the address. Copy. I'll stick that in there. And into YouTube. If YouTube will let me put my own links in, maybe. So you can read about my previous year and how bad it was and how the images are rubbish. They've got a glossy bamboo. Interesting. Yeah, I was using, like I say, I used the pearl, and it would seem to do all right. But these reds are just. So I mean, the thing with the, you know, the other and like new papers and things like that, it's great for printing at home. But when you're relying on a lab, and that lab is good enough to be actually printing on high quality paper, then great. But they're not fast on updating papers. They've got that set 10 or 12 papers that they use, and it covers all bases. So, thank you, Sergio. Thank you very much. Yes, but have a read of that, everybody. Find out what I was up to last year and how good the end of the year was. The end of the year was much better. I think. Did it? Was it? I certainly got some more got more work done at the end of the year. Hello, mate. How are you doing? Happy New Year to you as well. How's tricks? By the way, mate, I've just ordered my first new lens in about 14 years. Shock horror. I'm saying new. It's from MVP, like, so it's second hand. It'll second hand. But I have a new lens to play with. Mittens, it is the 24 to 120 Nikon F4G, etc., etc. Yeah, so do I, Serge, sorry, much cheaper. So I just, like, if you obviously you all weren't here at the start, the what's it called? Basically, I shoot everything 16 to 35 on my 16 to 35 f4, and I was getting sick of everything being small. But I usually shoot everything at like 20 to 24 anyway, or up to 35 if it's a bit further away. So I thought I kind of need a carry around, so I don't need to carry my 70 to 200 around, because I never shoot at 200 anyway. So I thought I would invest, finally, like I say, for the first time in about 14 years, in this new lens, which I'll use more as a kind of a walk around lens. So like I say, I'm going to Edinburgh next week, so I'll take it with us then. And then I'll not be quite as restricted on having to like shooting everything at you know, the most 35mm. So I'll be able to get a little bit closer into things like the castle, monuments, and that kind of stuff around the city. So just hopefully make it a bit more. So I'll get some more like variable images or potential images, because at the minute I just feel like, I mean, the rainbow that I shot on Sunday, because I only took my one lens down with us, so all I could do was shoot it up to 35mm, and that's what I did. So a little bit more reach would have been very handy. Because it's quite a gap, you know, even when I have got all my gear with us, it's quite a gap from 35mm to 70mm. So I've always had that hole in the middle, unless I've had my nifty 50 with us. But then that's a set prime lens, so you got no variation. Oh yeah, mate, because I think everybody must have been gone about when that rainbow appeared. Ah, okay. We out with a dog. Yeah, because I kind of found out later that like my neighbours were there, My sister and the kids were there. You were there. We were there. So it sounded like everybody was down at the beach on Sunday afternoon. But it was a really nice spot. You know, nice and dramatic as the rain came in. It was good. I enjoyed it. They certainly are, mate. We were there just before Christmas. Was it before Christmas they started putting all that stuff in there? And it was like, what's going on here? There's gates locked and loads more fences, and then everywhere you could park that wasn't a bay, you can't park there. And it's like, good God. And then all the car bays, they're really tight. So there was still a van there on Sunday. How we got out of it, I don't know. Somehow he backed in. He's a brave fella. Very brave fella. But no, it's a bit of a change along there. But yeah, it's like all the big vans I'm sure for the surfers and stuff like that. That'll stop all them as well. Bringing all the vans in, because I presume they're leaving the the height restriction barriers in place as well. But was not some deal where they're parking in the castle car park now, like the big one on the bottom. That you can have campers in there or something. Is that an estate car park or is that a council car park? I can't remember. Anyways, that's the news in Bamber, everybody. But no, it was good to be out there on Sunday. Might have to go again this weekend with the new lens. No doubt the weather will be vastly different. It'll be less fun to be had. But no, it's just nice. Oh, I thought they were doing something like that, encouraging them down there. So they should be. They can walk to the bloody beach. Yeah, and pay their way as well. Right then, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for hanging out this fair evening. How many have we got on Twitch? We got 2 people on Twitch. One of them will be me. So rather than raiding, Mittens, just go and find somebody to join. Find somebody to join. If we had a good few, I would have raided properly, but. You too, Mittens. But well, I'll be streaming again later in the week. I just don't know what day and when. Just keep the notifications on, Mittens. Just keep the notifications on. You're joining your bed, fair enough. Okay. No bother, Serge. Thank you for being around. And well done on the gifted membership. I hope everybody has enjoyed the stream. If you have enjoyed the stream, please do leave it a like before you leave. Twitch people, if you're still out there, if you're not already, please do give us a follow. Trying to get the numbers up a little bit more. Yeah, right. If you're not already, by the way, where's the button? Where's the button? Where's the button? That's YouTube one. That's okay. So that'll go to YouTube. But if I go to the Twitch one, where's the Twitch one? If you're not already, join the Discord. All the notifications for when I'm going live go on there. That's the best place to be notified if you want to know where I'm maybe streaming or dropping new videos or whatever. Just follow me there. You'll get all the most up-to-date information. Right then, guys, thank you so much for watching this evening. Take care, everybody, and we will see you maybe it's Thursday night, Friday night. We'll see. But yes, I will be back. So until then, keep it hard. See yous.